Hi everyone. So this is for Ace and the other guys. You know, the women are brilliant up here. You talk a lot about bad men, and women who should leave them. Were any of you ever a bad man? And if so, have you changed, and what brought that change?
Well. No. Okay, listen. All right, since you said my name first. One of the slogans I had on my Instagram page forever is bad guy turn good, and everybody always asks me, listen, when people ask where I get my wisdom from, quote unquote, relationship advice from, quote unquote, is because I'm talking about a person I used to be. There was a time I was lost, yo. And the only way I could have some type of validation of my masculinity was finding a woman to explore, to take advantage of, to mislead, because then I got praise from my friends. I got praise from the boys. Because guess what? Getting praised by getting a promotion is a little bit harder because you got to do a little bit more work. But if I'm feeling shitty about myself, I can go to my mans and say, hey, yo, you know Keisha? I hit that. Everybody done hit a Keisha. Have everybody hit a Keisha? And because all the niggas was like, yup. And so, when I tell these perspectives, it is not me dry snitching on other men. It's me dry snitching on how I used to operate, how I used to think. And I hope that when you hear my stories, it's coming from a place of knowing that, listen, just like women have conversations that men are not privy to, men have a lot of conversations that y'all not privy to. Just the culture of how I was raised, how I see my family, my uncles, these things we have to systematically change. But until we get our shit together, I'm gonna tell you who the fuck to stay away from. All right, and so this is why I give my advice, Trip.
Yeah, I say the thing that changed me was running into a woman that's not going for that shit. I think to be a bad man, it takes enablers, right? A lot of women make it easy for us to be a bad man.
Ooh.
Make it easy for us to show up half prepared, with taking no initiative, not considering you at all, and still get an all access pass to. That's the reality, especially when you're a successful man, handsome, got a little bit of money, whatever the case may be. Like, there is no bar for most women that we deal with, and then you run into one who's not going for that shit. And she will really leave your ass if you don't get it together. So then as a man at that point, you got a decision to make. Damn, do I want to lose this incredible woman? Or do I want to make the changes that's going to turn me into a better version of myself? Which I'll in turn be a better version for her. So I think sometimes it's just running into a woman who's actually willing to stand on her boundaries. That's going to make you elevate to the level that you need to be with her.
Can I just add something to you? What you said when you said most women don't? You know, I can only speak for myself. Where it started was at home with my mom. My mom didn't hold me accountable. My mom coddled me and enabled me. I didn't grow up with a father in the home. I didn't get that balance. So my expectation of how a woman should show up for me unconditionally, even though I didn't have to do anything to earn it, was already instilled with me. You know what I'm saying? And then my mom would say something like, she don't love you if she don't love you like me. Well, how did my mom love me? Unconditionally. She always saw the best in me, and it was a one-sided relationship. I didn't have to do anything to earn that love. So now when I get into these romantic relationships, it's almost like I feel entitled. You say you love me, then you should show up the same way my mother did, despite what the fuck I do. Because guess what? When I got up in trouble in school, she came and cussed them out. And I said, yeah. And then I think some of us don't outgrow that, we don't heal that. And so it takes you becoming an adult and realizing, yo, the world don't revolve around me. These skills I can't bring into the world. This is outside me romantically with a woman. This is me existing in society. That's why we are in jail, black men. That's why we are failing in school, black men. It's because these things that we learn, and listen, it's conditional. I'm not saying it's our fault, a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But these things we have to deprogram. It's like as you spend 18 years becoming an adult, and you gotta spend 18 more learning how to do that shit and deprogramming the bad teaching that we had as kids. Did y'all have anything over there?
You know, I wish my story wasn't as toxic as it was. I think y'all had like some really mature like points from where y'all came from. Like, I was a fake, you know, you ever think you a gangster till a real gangster show up? You know what I'm saying? Or you ever thought you was a dancer and then a real dancer showed up and started doing the tricks and shit? So I met this one girl, she was from Flatbush. Y'all know. And I thought I was, you know, I thought I was some shit. And then we started doing that toxic shit back and forth, and I caught Phyllis first. And I thought I was gonna transition out of my whole phase into like, you know, happy wife, happy life. But she hit me with that remix, that Brooklyn remix. She had me crying in the car. She had me outside in the rain on some Jodeci shit. And next thing you know, I felt like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. I was like, let me out, dog. Like, y'all niggas is out here trying to bag hoes and turn up on them 2, 3 at a time. Nope, I'm not with that shit. I want them to be in love. Because, like A said, I was conditioned into looking at women as opportunity. I go to the club, go to the parties, even going out as a young boy on a train with some pen and a paper. It was about volume. Men are taught that women is a volume game, and it don't stop. You could have bagged the baddie yesterday. You're gonna get more high fives from your homeboys. But I had to find a new person to fear, and that person was God.